This is a 150 model. This is what got my attention to begin with. I'm not into stock vehicles, so I just made a lot of modifications. That's a 509 Chevy. It doesn't look like a Chevy because I hand built the valve covers. They were 80-pound blocks of aluminum when I started cutting on them, and so they look different. It makes people ask. And has a Whipple supercharger on it with two Holley carburetors, and the air scoop you see has a 400 transmission, B&M. Has no drive shaft, you can see, so the motor, transmission, and differential are on their own frame, and they hinged up front by the radiator, and the rear is airbagged with shocks and a painted bar. The windows are powered, the cab is powered, the bed is powered, tonneau cover and the tailgate are also powered. Has billet specialties wheels on all the way around. I built two sets of headers and didn't like either set, so I just put the headers into the frame rails, and which is 2x4 tubing and goes out the back. And the guy in Havasu done the upholstery in both of them. And the dash and the steering wheels, all that stuff that is all handmade. I'm a machinist, so I made all that stuff billet. There's very little parts that you can actually buy for something like this, so I just made the pieces. Well, it's a 400, turbo 400, and it is, but it had to be a 3-speed. I didn't, manual is too hard to make work with tilt cab and so forth, which I don't like shifting anyway. There's no drive shaft, so that's why the rear end transmission and everything is on the subframe, which it has Greek couplers. The female bolts on the pinion and the male just slides in the transmission. I built a collar for it so it runs in oil all the time. The cab is the only thing I used out of an FC. The chassis is a 2000 Blazer 4-wheel drive chassis, which I extended to put the flatbed on and put the tag axle on. It has 2 fuel tanks, and you can see the bed dovetail 2 foot on the back to load the little truck on it. The back suspension is all 4 individual airbags, so I can let the air out in and load the little truck, and it rides very nice. Has a torsion bar front end on it because it was a 4-wheel drive chassis, and has heat and air and a satellite radio, so we're styling. Has a 383 Chevy, which is a stroker motor, and a lot of people don't understand. I put a 2-barrel carburetor on it because of the RPM that I would operate it in. They laughed at me at the dyno shop. They wasn't laughing when I put out 476 foot-pounds at 3,000. Has LT1 heads on it, which are late model GM heads. Has power steering, power brakes at both seats.